Throw it over to the third member of our crew for tonight's game, NAYA CRITTENDEN. NAYA.
Thanks, Steven. Well, Illinois is going to have to come out of the gate aggressive tonight if they hope to break their 13-game losing streak. Ohio State's biggest threat is number 3, Kelsey Mitchell, and Mitchell is the Big Ten's all-time leading scorer, so they're going to have to shut her down early. Back to you.
Hey Illini fans, and welcome to this week's episode of The Eye. I'm your host, NAYA CRITTENDEN. Let's get started with the Illini Rewind.
The Illini women will be facing Chicago State tonight for the 6th time in program history. They're 5-0 in their last 5 meetings, so if they want to keep up that streak, they'll have to win tonight. As the Fighting Illini women are 6-4 overall right now on the season. They just came off of a win in Memphis, and that was kind of a homecoming for sophomore Brandy Beasley, and they won 63-47. Now I did want to touch on number 35, Alex Whittinger. She leads the team in scoring and rebounding right now. She had a double-double last game, 14 points and 10 rebounds, so it'll be interesting to see what she does on the court tonight. Yeah, guys, Chicago State's Felicia Johnson. She leads her team in total points right now, and you can see it on her face. She's being aggressive, and she really wants to push her team for a win.
On this list here, you're a very decorated athlete, 6-time All-American. You were the Big Ten Track Athlete of the Year last year in outdoors, as well as the 400-meter hurdler champion.
And Kelsey Mitchell, your leading scorer, she had 28 points in the night. But in what way do contributions from players like Lene Harper and Stephanie Mavunga help your offense?
You know, I thought Lene was awfully good tonight.
Thanks, Sammy. I'm NAYA CRITTENDEN, and this week we are getting to know Illinois men's baseball player Bren Spillane.
And reporter NAYA CRITTENDEN for more. NAYA.
Yeah, guys, for those 5 seniors, not only is this their last home match, but this will close out their collegiate career here at Illinois. Specifically, Cara Marbury. She has 3 goals and 24 total shots taken on the 2017 season. Back to you. Yeah, Sean and Eli, tonight's game is really unique in that the defending national champions, Stanford Cardinals' new head coach, is Kevin Hambly, former Illinois head coach. He had 6 NCAA appearances while he was here in his 8 years, and he was a national runner-up in 2011 against UCLA. Now, Chris Thomas, the new head coach here, was the assistant coach at Nebraska for 2 years prior to coming here. So it'll be an interesting matchup tonight. Back to you guys. Yeah, guys, and this game is an interesting one. The score is a lot closer than I think most people thought. We're getting exactly what we expected out of Ohio State's Kelsey Mitchell, but the Illinois women are also putting up a lot of good shots, and Alex Whittinger has 18 points on the night. What did you see out of your team tonight in the win?
You know, we try to first not turn the ball over quite as much as we were in the past.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of The Eye. Make sure to check back in next week for more inside looks in Illinois athletics.
To our sideline reporter, former Illini volleyball player NAYA CRITTENDEN. NAYA, what do you have for us?
It's a packed night tonight in Huff Hall, over 4,000 in attendance. The Illinois Fighting Illini volleyball team was a little but in the first set, Quaid, Prince, and Bastianelli had 6 kills apiece. So we will see what they will be able to do in this next set. Back to you guys.
Thanks, NAYA.
And Devin Burns, your leading scorer. If you guys are able to make it into postseason, what can you expect from her, and what can we expect from her?
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of the same stuff. She's been really consistent for us up front. And
Indiana State's forward number 3, Ty Battle. She's actually the daughter of former Illinois basketball great Kenny Battle, who's actually here in the crowd tonight. He played here in the 80s, and he actually helped take the team to the NCAA Final Four in 1989. Ty Battle currently is the second leading scorer on her team with 7 points. As for Illinois, we got 3 leading scorers tonight. Polashinska with 16 points. We have Andrews with 13 points and Alex Whittinger with 12. I did want to touch on sophomore Brandy Beasley. Although she only had 6 points in the first half, you can tell she's a leader on the court, and the girls look to her for guidance. Back to you.
In NBA playoffs news, Steph Curry returned to postseason play last night in the Warriors' second game of the series versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The 2-time MVP hasn't seen the court since March 23rd because of an MCL sprain, but he showed up to play last night with 28 points and 7 rebounds in their 121-116 win over the Pelicans in Game 2. Golden State leads 2-0 in the series, and Game 3 is Friday night in New Orleans. Well, that's all I have for sports.
She's starting to feel it here at the State Farm Center.
And Bell and Wagner, they just complement each other so well on the floor. They open shots up for each other, and they make sure they can always find each other on the floor as well as their other teammates.
Yeah, number 23, Molly Haggerty. She led her team last year. She was the reigning Big Ten Conference Freshman of the Year in 2016. and she was one of Wisconsin's leading scorers last season on the outside. So they're definitely missing her throughout the rest of this season. Due to a back injury, she underwent surgery during this season, so she has not been able to play.
She made a big impact with her team at Akron, and so far at Illinois, she hasn't, been able to see the court as much or do the same. But her experience and expertise being an older player on the court definitely helps the younger girls going forward.
Move forward to face Northwestern on Sunday in Evanston, and as I said earlier, they will finish off the season with #1 Penn State and Rutgers next week. And Illinois, they'll be gearing up to face #7 Minnesota tomorrow, and they'll finish off the season next week with Iowa at home here in Huff Hall, and then for the last game of the season, they'll head to Columbus to face Ohio State.
For BTN Student U, I'm Sean Kiswani. I was joined alongside by NAYA Crittenden.
A little bit, as I talked about earlier, with Sierra Rice. She was the #1 basketball player to come out of the state of Michigan in her class. And then the last game that they had in their loss against Indiana, she had 12 points and 2 assists. I already tell the Gophers are really aggressive in this game. They lost Indiana, as we just talked about, so they really want to clinch this win leading into the tournament, and they're going to go all out for it today.
Today in the studio, we have Illini track athlete David Kenziera. David, welcome.
Yes, good to be here.
So my first question for you is, what got you started with hurdling, and what got you into the sport?
So this goes back to like 6th grade. I started running track. I originally started off as like an 800 runner, but then when it came to high school, I really wanted to do sprints. And when I started to get like a little bit taller and everything, my coach kind of threw me into the hurdles. After, I want to say, my junior year, it kind of like stuck with me and just kind of excelled from there.
And when did you know that hurdling was your passion?
I'd say like junior year, senior year, I really started to excel. In my high school years, I really started to excel. I did well at the state meet and started to pursue college and everything, and tried to just kind of put my name out there at as many colleges as I could.
And I'm going to go down this list here. You're a very decorated athlete, 6-time All-American. You were the Big Ten Track Athlete of the Year last year in outdoors, as well as the 400-meter hurdler champion. What has it took for you to accomplish those things?
Hard work, dedication, just listening to what my coach says. I think we have like a really good relationship, so just making sure that we trust each other, we trust the process. It's kind of helped us get there.
You're one of the only people on your entire team that is going to be headed to indoor NCAA track and field championships. What does that mean for you to represent your team there?
I mean, we're going to try and get as many people this year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to, but I think, I'm just going to go out there, represent the I, and, just do the best I could.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you for having me.
I'm NAYA Crittenden here with Ohio State head coach Kevin McGuff. Coach, congrats on the win. How did you prepare your team for tonight's game?
Thank you. Yeah, we had good practice. We had a quick turnaround because we played Sunday, but yesterday was really good for us. I thought our preparation was good, and I like the way our kids started today. I wish we could have been a little more consistent throughout the game, but overall, a good win.
And Kelsey Mitchell, your leading scorer, she had 28 points in the night. But in what way do contributions from players like Lene Harper and Stephanie Mavunga help your offense?
I thought Lene was awfully good tonight. She had a double-double again, and she played extremely hard and really impacted us on both ends of the floor. Kelsey's good. She's usually good. She shot it really well and put a lot of points on the board. And Steph had some really good moments around the basket. Was very efficient with the ball in her hands there.
And you guys will face Purdue next. And what will you use this momentum from tonight's win to face them on Sunday?
Yeah, Purdue's really good. They beat us in the tournament last year. They're very good defensively. They play a great zone. So we're going to have to make sure we have a great week of practice and show up ready on Sunday.
Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
NAYA Crittenden here. I'm here with Iowa head coach Dave Diani. Dave, you guys were able to clinch this win. And I know this is a high-stakes match for you guys, trying to see if you have can get a spot in the tournament. How are you guys able to prepare for this?
Well, I think for us at this point, everybody just wants to try to get healthy, and but Illinois has been playing some really good soccer, and with us, we had to really focus on their transition and their counter game, and to get their early goal was really important for us. We're a lot better playing with the lead than we are chasing the game, and so that unfolded for us the right way, and unfortunately, we were able to get the win.
And Devin Burns, your leading scorer. If you guys are able to make it into postseason, what can you expect from her, and what can we expect from her?
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of the same stuff. She's been really consistent for us up front, and really been our most reliable forward, and has timely goals. And she had the goal against Rutgers, which upset them earlier in the year, and we've been able to rely on her, and she got that again for us today. So we're real excited. She's been very consistent, and hopefully we get the result that we need with the other game.
Good. Well, good luck to you guys, and I hope for the rest of your season to
go
really well for you guys. Thank you. NAYA CRITTENDEN here. I'm with Illinois head coach Nancy Fay. Nancy, I want to start off by asking, what did you see out of your team tonight in the win?
We try to first not turn the ball over quite as much as we were in the past and just get some more explosive offensive punch, and both of those happened tonight.
And number 13, Petra Holoshinska. She's a really big, vital part of your offense, and she just came off of an injury, and she had 16 points tonight, so she was really hot for you guys. And what can you expect out of her, and what can the fans expect out of her in the coming games? Yeah,
I think what you just mentioned, her ability to score is evident, and we were without her for a little bit, and that was tough. And also, she has a really good basketball IQ. She knows what's going on the court. She senses the game, so she's a really vital part of what we're doing.
And how will you guys prepare for Detroit Mercy on Sunday?
I'll give myself 2 more seconds to enjoy this one. I got an assistant on it already, and we'll just go to work again tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks. NAYA CRITTENDEN, Big Ten Student U.